Everybody makes them, everybody breaks them. So we wanted to try something different this year, and who better to help us become our best selves in 2019 than the man who wrote the book on it? Take a look.
My name is Mike Baer, but people call me Coach Mike. My calling is helping people find the freedom to be their best self.
He has experience, he's got credentials, he knows what he's doing. He works with everything from A-list celebrities to everyday folks.
The book, Best Self, Be You, Only Better, is a self-help book. This book is the last 15 years of all the magic I've been doing with my clients. I love what I do because I think seeing people change is remarkable.
Well, Coach Mike agreed to work with each of us in the new year, so let's see what happened when he sat down with Carrie Ann.
Hello.
Nice to meet you.
You're tall.
I am tall. Tall and harmless.
You have to say you're harmless right at the get-go. That scares me.
Yeah, I know, right?
As I'm sitting down with Coach Mike, I'm a little nervous because he's a big presence and his eyes look right into you.
I'm a life coach.
Okay.
And so I help people identify their problems. And what we've done is an exercise identifying their best self and their anti-self.
Okay.
Because I believe New Year's resolutions don't really work because it's not so much about lose weight or make more money. It's really about letting go of the things that aren't working for us anymore and really strengthening the parts of us that are working.
So right away, Mike asked me to write down some of the descriptives of my best self.
So what do we have? Let's read it off.
Emotionally free, open, caring, and creative.
Okay, let's draw a picture of her. What's her name?
Carrie Ann. Actually, you know what? My Hawaiian name is Kaliana, so we can also call her Kaliana. She's like super free and like earthy. She's music and animals, and she's, yeah.
I gotcha.
That's her.
What % of the time would you say you're Kaliana?
40% is what keeps going in my head. Then Mike moved into my anti-self, and that was a little more intimidating. It's not something we talk about all the time.
When was the last time you went, I shouldn't have said that, or gosh, I'm beating myself up right now?
As I was preparing for my first day on the job as one of the new hosts on The Talk, I really wanted to be perfect. Like, oh, it's gonna make me cry so much. And I think that that voice is too strict. She's like a taskmaster.
Let's list out the qualities of her.
Too
We
tough.
have too tough, too judgmental, rigid, cold. And what does she say to you?
Like, you have to do it right. You have to be better. More.
Let's draw her. Amazing.
That's her.
And what is her name?
Do I have to name her?
I would.
That makes her real. So my anti-self's name is Penny. I had a hard time naming her, but she's just rigid and she's like square-faced and she's in a cage and she's just, that's Penny.
It's interesting that your best self is free and your anti-self is confined. So here, we'll have you hold those up. When does Penny come out not at work?
Penny comes when I'm preparing for work, when I'm preparing for new things or when I've made mistakes. It's weird. It's not that you could have done this better. Like, I'm not hard on myself that way. It's really, really weird. I'm more tough before I begin. It's like I prepare myself for the worst.
Okay.
So that when anything comes, it's less than what I've imagined, and it keeps me, in a weird way, safe.
How would Kaliana prepare for your work? Because it doesn't seem
I
like,
love this.
because it doesn't seem like Penny's serving you.
Penny would do it with like an intensity and like so much stress, and I would be overwhelmed. Whereas if Kaliana did it, I'd do it with joy. When I was auditioning for The Talk, Penny wasn't there. It was Kaliana. Kaliana was there and just having fun.
So she would be more inspired by it.
Yeah, I could do similar things but have way more fun with it. With Kaliana already, that feels so good.
So in this new year of 2019, how can we tap more into Kaliana?
Like already that works, just by you telling me to tap into Kaliana more. It's such a clear visual
You
because
get it.
we've drawn these things, right?
Right.
Like I see her now, this one.
Right,
It's this one as opposed to I have to.
Yeah.
It's less I have to, it's more I want to.
right.
Thank you.
It's nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Okay, Coach Mike joins us live now. So, Mike, what were your impressions of Carrie Ann?
Oh boy, they were really good. My impressions of Carrie Ann.
You're getting up here,
Yeah. You know, who she authentically is who everyone loves. And so having the opportunity to help her realize her worth and who she is just was so rewarding for me, you know, so thank you for allowing me to do that.
Thank you. You're amazingly powerful. You looked into my eyes and it just like, it cracked everything open. And the way you pointed out what was my worst part to look at, it helped me. And I feel I've taken what you've said and I put it into life and it's helping me so much.
Oh, that's good. Bye-bye, Penny.
Bye-bye, Penny. Now, Coach Mike, your new book, Best Self, is full of tips and exercises on how to be ourselves, only better. Is there a tip that would benefit Carrie Ann, but also all of us here?
There would be a tip that would benefit Carrie Ann and everyone back home is I love assessments. I think without knowing what the problem is, it's very hard to figure out the solution. So I created what's called the 7 spheres of living your best life. And it's an acronym, and it stands for social, personal, health, education, relationships, employment, and spiritual. And so, for any of us or anyone back home who's struggling at different times in our life, the first step is figuring out from a scale of 1 to 10, how would you rate each of those different areas of your life so that you have a roadmap of where to start with.
Well, Mike, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you.
We know you're coming back, so we can't wait to hear more about all this.
Thank you.
Mike Baer's book, Best Self, Be You, Only Better, comes out tomorrow.